Hello and welcome to Microsoft Access course Beginners to Advanced. This is part 2, creating tables. In this part, we will discuss how we can create a table in the design view and in the datasheet view. Plus, we will also discuss the concept of primary key, how we can add a primary key constraint to our table. In part 1, we have discussed how we can create a blank database, and once a blank database is being created, by default Access opens a default table and a blank table for us known as table 1. So we have a table in place in our work area. Now table is a grid-like structure, as you can see here, with rows which are known as records and columns which are your fields. Your rows, which are your records, they hold information for all the fields that belong to an object. We'll see that with an example. Now in Access, by default this table is being opened for you. The view which opens is the datasheet view, but there are two views in which we can design our table, either in the datasheet view, as you can see over here, plus we have another view known as the design view. You can always switch to the design view from your status bar. Plus you can always, first you have to save it. Say this is my new table and we say table 1. Okay, this is the name. This is the design view. You can always switch between these two views from these buttons which are present on the status bar, or you can always click on create, and from here also you can switch between the two views. You can see over here, from here also we can add in a new table, plus we can change the views as well. So let's work with the datasheet view first. This is my datasheet view. Your datasheet view, here we can specify the field data type and field name to create a table, plus at the same time we can, as and when we are, as the moment we create a table with by giving the data type and the field names, we can start entering and editing the data here itself. For example, this is table 1. By default, the first field, it has been given a name as ID. You can see over here, we'll discuss this in a moment. If I want to add another field over here, by default this is ID, and it's the field data type which is over here is the auto number. Now data type specifies what kind of data you will enter in this particular field, whether I'm about to enter text type, number data type, date or currency, or I'll be inserting a picture over here. Those things, those information is being recorded with the help of your data type. There are various data types. We will take up one field at a time and discuss the data type as well. So the first one over here is ID, and the data type is auto number. That is, automatically Access will provide a number to this particular field, a unique number, and it will increment automatically. But definitely we can change that, and we can specify our own setting the properties. Using the properties, we can specify what type of data we want to store over there and what increment we want. Those can be done. We'll come to that also once I open the property window. The second field which I want to enter over here, first you will specify the data type. I want to say a text type of data. This will hold a text type, and you have to specify the name of this particular field. Like we have columns in Excel and we have A, B, C, D. Over here are columns which are known as field. We have to give a name to that field. Say I say first underscore name. This will be, this particular field will hold the first name. This will also be a number type, and the text type, and it will hold the last name, and you can always click over here. If you want, you can click and see from here also. Plus you can, if later on you want to change it, you can always go to the design view and you can change from there. Next one, we want to specify as a number. Over here we will enter age. Again, you can keep on adding the fields. Currency will hold the currency values, and you can use it for calculation or as well. Say I say salary over here. Next field which I want to add is, say, date and time. So I want to add date of birth over here. I'll show you how to add the data also. Next field which we want is yes no, that is whether it's true or false. It can have only two values, either true or false, or yes or no. Only from these two options which are available. It will be in the form of a checkbox. So if I say marital status, I want to add it in the form of a checkbox over here. Next field, let's add another data type over here. You can have lookup or relationship. That is, we are creating a field whose data will be fetched up from another table or a query. That the moment we enter this type of data type over here, it will open a dialog box for us, and it will ask me from where I want to get that value. If I click on over here, it will open from where you want to fetch the data, or you have the option that I will type in the values that I want. You can always select these two. The wizard will direct you. It will ask you for the table name from where you want to fetch the data, and you can go on, and once you are done, you can click on finish. We have only one table, so we can not add the data from another table from here in this particular database. Once we have more than one table, I'll come back and add this field and show you how we can do that. Okay, the next data type which we have, you can have rich text, you have long text. If you have a number of characters to be entered, you can always have long text. You have attachment. If I want to attach any file over here, say for example I want to attach their certificates over here, I can always attach them over here. That can be done. If I want to add a hyperlink over here, so that can also be done. Say I want to attach a website address or an email address, that will help me to attach it, add a hyperlink over here. Next is, you have calculated fields. Now if you have like salary being entered over here, basic salary, your DA, T8, then any other allowances, bonus, and instead of manually entering the data over here, you want to calculate the data and then enter it over here. So that can be entered using the calculated field. We can have a column, we can have a field with the heading as calculated field, whether it is text, number, or date or time. You can always calculate the age, or you can always calculate for how many years and days this person has been working for us. You can take up the first value and you can subtract it from the last date, today's date, and you can have that data. So once we are working with insertion, data insertion and manipulation, will come to this calculated field also. So for the time being, keep in mind that we can have a field as a calculated field as well. Once you are done with all these things, you can always enter the data over here. Say the first name, if I want to enter a first name over here, say let's add in a salary also. A date of birth, you can see a small icon over here. You can always click and select some date. I'm entering a random date over here. You can select, you can check or uncheck this yes or no data type. You can, if you want, you can click over here. It will take you to, it will open a dialog box for you and you can attach some file. Let's click on this. It will open the dialog box. It will ask you what attachment, if you have any attachments over here in this particular dialog box, you can select from here and click on OK. If not, you can always add. So it will open a dialog box for you from where you can select the attachment. I have one attachment been attached to this particular field over here. If you want, you can enter an email ID also. I have a mail ID also over here. You can see anytime you want, you can add it in a new column. And you can see over here what I was telling you, ID is the default field which has been given to you. If you want, you can have it. If you want, you can always remove it from here. This is the auto number data type. So it has been 1. If I enter another record, you will see 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on being assigned to you. This is your data sheet view where we are entering our fields and specifying the data, and at the same time we are entering the records as well. Now the field name is your first name, last name, age, salary, date of birth. These are all your field names, and this particular row which has all the fields of one particular person is your record. Now I said you can switch between the data sheet view and the design view. So let's go to our design view and see how this table looks like. Click on the design view icon over here on the bottom right. This is your design view for table number 1. All the fields are being specified over here. You have the data type. If you want to enter a new field over here, you can always add, say, net salary, let's say. You are given this option of choosing what will be your net salary. If I say calculated, it will open this dialog box and it will ask you to build an expression which we will discuss later. So this is a new field which I have entered over here. Now together with all these fields, each field's property is being shown in the field property pane. This is your field entry pane where you can add in new fields in your design view, and this is your field property pane where you can specify whether this particular, all the rules, all the properties for this particular field can be specified, whether I want this to be entered or not, whether it is required, it is compulsory, no duplication, any default value you want to put in that particular field, that can be done from this field property pane. Now let's discuss what is a primary key. Here in our table 1, if you look over here next to the, on the left hand side of the ID, you can see a small icon, a key like icon. This is your primary key icon. Now a primary key is the column, or it is a column is being made as a primary key that contains value that uniquely identify each row in a table. So for example, over here I want that each employee should have a employee ID and it should be unique. So employee ID, since we do not want it to be duplicated, so we put a constraint over there. We specify a primary key over there that it should be unique, no duplication is being required, and everybody should have a employee ID like your Aadhaar card number, your driving license number, your passport number. They all are unique. So how to set this primary key? By default, this table, when it was being created, this key was being specified. But if you're creating a table from the very beginning in the design view, you can always click on the design option over here, and you have the option under your tools group. You have this option of primary key. You can remove it, you can put it on any field of your choice. If I want key, this particular field, this should be the primary key. First we have to remove it from here, and then I want this particular field to be the primary key. So you can always set. Here you can see in the properties window that it is always required. No duplicates are being allowed. This thing is the main requirement, and no duplicate values are allowed. Now it checks that every record in the table is unique. It cannot have duplicate values, nor it can be left blank while entering the data. Now there are certain constraints also while we are fetching data from two tables, or we are trying to delete the data, that we'll discuss later. So this is your design view where you can change the design of your table. And in the design view, we only change the field name and field type, plus we set the properties. We do not enter values in our table in the design view. Alright, so we have a data sheet view. We have discussed how we can work with the design view also. Plus, anytime you want to create a new table, you can always click on create, and from here you can open the table design view. You can create a blank table for yourself. If I click over here, a blank table in the design view will be open for me to enter the field names and the data type. If we click on this particular first icon over there, the command over there, it will open the data sheet view for me. So from the create option also, create tab also, we can open a table design view and the data sheet view. In the next part, we will discuss how we can enter the data in our table, how we can work with various other options, how calculated fields can be used, sorting, grouping of data, plus other options are there of making modification to our records. We will discuss those things. If you have any queries, if you have any suggestions, please write it in the comment box. I'll try and answer as early as possible. Till then, take care and thank you for watching this video.